This tutorial is a small reminder on how to correctly perform the dead clean, which is a precursor to swings and to regular swing cleans, as well as snatches, without whacking the kettlebell against your forearm and without losing the packing of your shoulder. And there is just one principle, and the principle is start slowly, then accelerate. So many people, when they do the dead clean or any dead movement like dead snatch as well, they yank the kettlebell off the ground fast, like this. And so what it does, if you try to yank, it pulls the shoulder out of the socket first, and it also doesn't let your body feel the weight and decide how much you need to accelerate to land the weight precisely on your forearm rather than flying it up. So I'll demonstrate with a light kettlebell what it looks like when you're yanking. And then it lands like this. So how do you avoid those mistakes, and how do you make your dead clean as efficient as possible? Because remember, dead clean is a precursor to all the more advanced kettlebell exercises such as swings, snatches, and cleans. So the way to do this is to start the lift slowly. This means that when you've set up and you're nice and tight, your shoulder is packed, your hamstrings are loaded, you first lift the kettlebell off slowly. So that first centimeter of lift is actually a slow lift. That allows your shoulder to stay packed and allows your body to sense the weight of the kettlebell. And then you accelerate and you rack the kettlebell. If you do that, you will notice that not only will you have more power, but you also will have more calibration, i.e. the kettlebell is less likely to slam into your forearm because you've thrown it up in the air, and you will also have the shoulder staying packed, which will translate very well into swings, snatches, and swing cleans. This is true regardless of the weight that you're using. You need to put on tension before you start accelerating. You need to feel the weight before you accelerate the weight. So I'm lifting a 20 kilos here. I'm starting slow, and then I accelerate and rack it. And then before I put it down, that last bit, I'm slowing down again. Control. Same thing if I'm lifting a 24, starting slow, accelerating, and then before I put it down, I slow it down. What this teaches your body is control, and it also teaches it to calibrate how much effort it applies to how much weight it's trying to lift. If you watch Olympic lifters and how they clean and jerk or snatch the weight off the ground, it might look to you as if they're just ripping the weight off the ground. But believe me, they don't. I taught Olympic lifting, and this is not how you lift. You always start your lift with the briefest moment of pulling, so you're starting to lift the bar before you actually start accelerating the bar. You probably don't notice it because it's not something you look for, but if you want to have a look and slow down maybe the video of an Olympic athlete, you will notice that that is what they do. The movements start slowly, full tension, and then it accelerates. No one ever at high level of lifting rips the bar off the ground. This is a complete rookie mistake. So guys, when you're doing dead clean, and by the way, the same applies to dead snatch, you also start the movement slowly and then accelerate. Incidentally, the same thing applies to swings. When you get the swing off the ground, you actually first drag it a little bit towards you. So that first millimeter, you drag the kettlebell on the ground towards you, you put the tension on, and then you swing. Same thing if you're trying to clean it from swing, and same thing if you're trying to dead stop, snatch it. And again, it doesn't matter how heavy or light your kettlebell is. This is the principle of lifting.